What's up, everybody? I'm Jason, this is Freebird Garage, and we are getting this rear end back together. We got a tire to put on, some fresh rubber, stoked. Should hopefully look 10 times better than the missing pieces we got going on back here. All right, let's get done. A long time ago, I never removed this oil filter. I got a new one for it. So we're gonna remove that first because I couldn't get a good grip on it with the tire on here, so now I got a perfect chance to remove it, and that's what we're gonna start off with before I get all this reassembled and forget about it again. So, gonna take care of this first. Hopefully, yep, there we go. I could not get, and someone put that on way too tight, holy shit. So my choice of oil filters, I like going with these high flow Tro filters. These are awesome because they come with a bottom nut. Especially in this area, it's highly needed. This is also the best version, in my opinion, of the oil filter because it can drain perfectly down, not on your motor, even though the other one, you know, looks updated. This is just nice and tucked away. All right. So throw a little oil on top here, make sure we're good to go. Throw a little oil inside of the oil filter. There we go. So refurbished wheels and brand new Shinko rubber we're throwing on this. I wanted to go Shinko. I have Dunlops and all my other ones. Always heard how sticky these are, and I'm really curious on how they handle. So I want to do a full review on what these actually feel like. Heard you do some pretty nasty wheelies on these because of how soft rubber is. Even the guy that had my balancing done on these wheels told me that I have to keep these at like a 45, I think, pressure just because of how soft these tires are. So I'm really interested to see how these run on the road. And the rim itself is original, but what I did was I painted it, and then I went through and actually sanded and cleaned up all of the aluminum lip and in the inside to bring back that contrast cut. On the original contrast cuts for these rims, they're like a rough aluminum. This gives it more of like a chrome polished aluminum look, which I really dig. Gives that OEM pop back to it that I feel like the factory should have had. So let's get these on. So I mocked up the rear fender last time, got it pretty much set up, removed it so we can get the tire on, make it a little bit easier. And I say that now, and then something else will come about. But for now, should be good. And we're gonna get rid of this belt guard here. Just make things easier. You got two hands, this is a hell of a lot easier. I always do this by myself, and a lot of times I'm just fighting it. It definitely can do it without a problem, but it definitely is a lot easier if you can have someone steady the tire as you push the axle through at the same time. With all that cleared, you're good to start getting this tire up. Got our spacers. Everything's been lubed up too. Previously, I had a video, all that getting done, so if you want to go back to it, I recommend it if you've never done it before. Just about there. Throwing our adjusters on the side here. Can't forget our nut here. Just a little gooped up there. And we need to tighten this down to 55 foot-pounds here. There it is. Beautiful. So while I'm back here, I'm going to replace these 11.5 shocks with these 13s. These came off my other FXR for temporary use until I figure out what shock system I really want to go with. At least give me a better ride and a little bit easier to work with back here. A little extra space. All right. so last video I showed you guys, I had the strut covers. They were all torn up, pretty nasty, pitted. So I was able to get this to a sandblaster and powder coated within like 3 days after. Super stoked till they came out. Looks brand new compared to what it was. So look a lot better than what we had on there. Bam, shocks are done. We got the rear struts all powder coated. Rear wheels look great. Got some other pieces here that need a little cleanup. But other than that, I'm stoked. We got a couple more pieces to get on this bike. I gotta remove some of that blue tape so it looks prettier. Get some new bolts. But other than that, I'm stoked. Happy with everything that's coming along with it. But for now, guys, that'll about us me in this one. I would greatly appreciate if you can hit the subscribe button, tap that like, press the notification, leave a comment below and tell what you think. For those who've already subscribed, thank you as always, and stay free. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.